beginning with what we already know. What do we know about the main idea? What do we already know about the main idea? Anybody? What do we know about the main idea? What do we know already about the main idea? Yes, sir. Can't call no names. Take that out. What do we know about the main idea already?
The bears.
What do we know about main idea already? What prior knowledge do you already have about the main idea? Main idea, if you can look over here, think about ice cream. Think about the ice cream. What do we already know about the main idea? That the main idea is what? The main idea is what? Say that again? Vowel. Okay, let's try it again. The main idea in a story. If you're reading a story and you're reading the story, okay? Yes, sir. Details are a part of the main idea, but what prior knowledge do you already have about main idea? Yes, sir.
It's for what the story is mostly about.
What the story is mostly about, correct. So, with the main idea, you have several things that go along with the main idea, okay? And yesterday, we focused on certain things that went on with what was the story. Yes, sir.
Season.
What was the story that we read on yesterday? Seasons. Seasons, okay? And seasons, there were 4 key details in that story, okay? And the story was mainly about what? Seasons. Very good, okay? And it gave us several key details. What were some of the key details we talked about yesterday? A key detail with the seasons. Yes, sir.
Winter is cold.
Winter is cold. Yes.
Summer is when the flowers grow.
Summer's when the flowers grow. Yes.
In fall, the leaves fall down.
Fall, the leaves fall down. Yes, sir. Speak up. I can't hear you. What about winter? It snows. Very good. Very good in winter. Okay, so the details are the things, the sentences or the pictures that help us describe what the main idea is. Okay? So in this case, today, if you look at your paper, in front of you, okay? Your paper in front of you. There are 3 little pictures, okay? And what Miss Goodman did not have any color, but that's okay, okay? So the detail 1 is a white bear, okay? Detail 2 is a brown bear, and detail 3 is a black bear. Very good, okay? So if you just look at the first couple of sentences in this passage, and if you're using the reciprocal strategies that I told you about earlier, okay, the predicting, the questioning, the clarifying, and then summary, okay? So if you just look at this passage and it has 3 pictures, you could ask yourself, or you could predict, wonder what this passage is going to be about, okay? Just from a picture, okay? Then questions. Question. You have to question. Question what words in the passage that you don't know. Look at the passage, sweetie. It's right in front of you. Right here. Face forward. Look at the passage. Turn your body. Thank you. Okay? So we will read this together. Finger on the word here. Finger on the word on your paper. And what we'll be doing is we'll be looking for key, help me?
Details.
Love it. Key details, okay? To try to predict or make a guess about what this story or what this passage is about. So here we are. Follow along. There are many kinds of bears. What I want you to do now is I want you to highlight the word bears. It is B-E-A-R-S. Just highlight it one time. Don't color it, because therefore you'll make a hole in the paper. Just highlight it. And what I'll do is I'll show you what I mean. Pay attention to the screen. You'll take it and you just highlight the word bears. Okay? Carrying on. White polar bears
White polar bears
live in cold places.
live in cold places.
So again, we need to highlight the word bears. You're going to take your highlighter and highlight the word bears. Okay? One time. Are you okay? Bears. Moving on. They eat mostly seals.
They eat mostly seals.
Finger on the word. Finger on the word. Black bears.
Black bears.
Uh-oh. There's another bear. So we need to highlight bears. Okay? Even though it says black bears, we still need to highlight it. You see how I've highlighted it?
Yes.
Look up at the screen, just so you can double check. See it? Thumbs up. Thank you. Black bears live in the forest.
Black bears live in the forest.
They eat nuts,
They eat nuts,
berries,
berries,
fruit,
fruit,
and insects.
insects.
Insects are bugs, mosquitoes, worms, any of those things. Okay? Those are what insects are. Here we go. Brown bears.
Brown bears.
Uh-oh. What do I need to do?
Circle bears.
Do what? Do what? Do what?
Highlight.
Very good. Highlighting the word brown bears. Okay? Very good. Brown bears live
Brown bears live
in many places.
in many places.
I like how you raised your voice. Good reading. They can be
They can be
found in grassy lands
found in grassy lands
and woods.
and woods.
They eat nuts,
They eat nuts,
berries,
berries,
and fish.
and fish.
They also eat
They also eat
other animals.
other animals.
Very good. So in looking at your paper and looking at mine, I want you to count how many times we have the word bear highlighted. Together. 1, 2, 3, 4. Question instead of predict. Question to yourself. I like how I like that. Question to yourself. What is this story mostly about? 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 Take some cute clues right here. You have clues where we take and we highlight, okay? When you're finding the main idea is what the story is mostly about, remember? So what is the story mostly about? Very good, very good. Give yourself a round of applause. Bears. So, since it is about bears, we have found the main idea. Remember what I said, the main idea is similar to an ice cream cone, okay? Because that is what the story is mostly about, okay? And your details, okay, add flavor to your main idea, right? Okay, so just because we're talking about bears, what about the bears? What are the details about the bears? What I want you to do is highlight, instead of bears here, I want you to find what kind of bears. They have a name. And also, in your circle here, we need to find out, we said, what the main idea of the story was. So what needs to go in this circle right here? Write it with your pencil. It's absolutely okay. If you don't have a pencil, you may use your highlighter. Perfectly fine. If you put bears right here with a highlighter or your pencil. Thank you. You got that. Okay? So your main idea is here. It is mostly about bears. One key detail about bears, white bears, is that they live where? They live in cold water. That's a possibility, yes. Water can be cold and water is a place. Very good. A detail about the brown bear. Excuse me. Can you give me one more detail about the brown bear? Did a very good job giving me detail 1 about the white bear. Give me a detail number 2 about the brown bear. If you look at your paper and you see where you've highlighted your paper orange, when you see brown bear, okay? If you look for brown bears and you're looking at that sentence directly after brown bears, it'll tell you some details about the brown bear. Let's read it together. Finger on the word. Brown bear. Brown bears live in many places. They can be found in grassy lands. So let's highlight with our highlighter where they live. Take your highlighter, and I need you to highlight grassy lands. Here it is. They live in grassy lands. That is a detail about your detail. Okay? So that is a detail number 2. And one more. Detail number 3. Detail number 3 will be about the black bear. Correct? Correct. Black bear. You highlighted it up here with your orange marker. Okay? So the word after black bears. What happens after black bears, sir? They very good. And what do they eat? Very good. Take your highlighter and let's highlight what they eat instead of where they live, okay? So black bears eat nuts, berries, fruit, and what did I say those things were? Insects, okay? Very good. So that is the way that you're able to find the key details, okay? The key details are the things that describe or explain the main idea. Now that is your target. Can you repeat your target after me? I can describe key details and the main idea of an informational text. And what did we say an informational text does? It gives you
Information.
Very good. It gives you information, whether it's real or it's make-believe. It gives you information, okay? And the main idea always has a key detail. Very good. If you would, please write your name up here on the top of that paper. And today's date. So with your story, I have this organizer that I will need for you to complete. It has the title, which we just talked about, and it has the main idea and details 1, 2, and 3. Okay? This organizer says, what's the story about? Okay? We just read a brief passage on bears. Okay? And it gave us several key details. We used reciprocal teaching strategies that I told you about earlier, with pictorial support to show you what's the main idea and how to find the main idea. Okay? All right. You can put